Okay. Hello everyone, even though no one's here yet. But, well, guess what? The title already suggests that, but as you can also see, we are back in the kitchen in America, and it feels like I haven't been here in months, and it's been exactly a month, I think, last time that I streamed here from my kitchen in America. So yeah, it's been a while. I hope you all still remember me. It was really hard to do any live streams in Germany just because I didn't have good service with my phone outside, and at home it was always someone was always home, and I didn't feel comfortable streaming, you know, when there's other people living there. Hey, hi Sam. Thank you. I'm back. Yay. Hey Christopher, good to see y'all. How y'all doing? I just cooked some beans and I'm gonna put them in a container. How is everyone doing? I missed y'all. Good to see you. I am back in America, as you can see. Back in the kitchen with all the clutter in the back. I can show you. I still gotta unpack the bags. I'm very bad with that. Sometimes, hey, thank you so much. Oh, Jay, okay, I got you. I was like, wait. Did I make you moderator? I don't even remember your name. Besos de mariposa. Isn't mariposa a butterfly in Spanish? Thank you, Sam. Appreciate it. How is Macau? Are you still there? Or did you already go to Hong Kong? I'm so jealous, by the way. I was tempted to rewatch my own Macau video from when I traveled to Macau by myself a couple years ago. I did like a walking around Macau video. It was like my YouTube beginning, so the video is really crappy, but you know, everyone starts somewhere. But it was a very cool experience, and I love Macau. It is such a vibe. It's very hard to explain. If you haven't been there, it's like, Sam, you will know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like, I don't know, like out of a fairy tale or something. Let me read all your messages. Hey Kamal, good to see you. Thank you. I'm doing good. How are you? Butterfly, nice. So besos, kisses of the butterfly, isn't that what it says? Besos. I'm in Macau today. We're going back to Beijing, no Hong Kong this time, sadly, because my father has a Middle East. I got you. Oh well, Macau is cool enough, isn't it? That's great. I hope next time you get to go to Hong Kong as well. You gotta take all the pictures for me if you go, okay? I miss Hong Kong so much, and Beijing too, of course. And I would love to go back to Macau one day as well. So yeah, hopefully one day in the future I can travel there again. I made some mixed beans, just some meal prep, you know. You know, when you get back from travels and your house is in shatters and everything needs to be cleaned up and organized, and you come back with this like whole load of motivation, you know, going back to the gym, getting back on track, getting your sleep back on track, and you're just like full of energy, I feel like, whenever you come back home. And that's where I'm at right now, so I'm trying to keep that going. Thank you, Kamal. I'm going down to Atlanta this weekend, Friday early morning. Ooh, nice. Are you gonna visit Shuriken? Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe you guys can actually like go for a beer or something. Like, not that I'm trying to plan stuff for you guys, but wouldn't that be fun? Hey Fatima, what's up? Hi Carolina, how are you doing? Well, listening. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well, Christopher. How's your family? How's your brother? How's Jefferson? How's everyone doing? You can see. Thank you, Kamal. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jay. I've been to Shanghai, Macau, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam. Wow, Sam is getting around. Not bad, not bad. I wish I traveled that much at your age, Sam. That was like a later in life thing for me. But that's amazing that you get to see so much of the world. Props to your dad for taking you everywhere. That's great. Hi, Marco. Erster? Na, fast. How to watch it today? Marco, not blue anymore. Oh, I unmoderated a lot of people just to reset everything, because at one point I had like, I think 15 moderators, and this channel really does need 15 moderators at this point, right? So I was like, you guys just chill out and watch the stream, and you don't have to worry about moderating, you know. If it's really just like a troll or two, I can always take care of that myself. Or if we have like 1 or 2 moderators, that's perfectly fine. Also, Jay, I'm wearing the fitting outfit for your new name. As if I knew, huh? And it doesn't, if you guys are not blue anymore, doesn't mean that I value you any less or anything like that. It's not like a promotion when you get blue, you know. So at one point I will probably just reset all of you. So it's like, you know, no one's like blue, and I feel like it's kind of like a, yeah, at this point it's just not necessary to have many moderators. It's the powerhouse. Oh. Enjoy all I say. Thank you, Kamal, I appreciate it. Doing well, at least he is home. He looks forward to his grandson playing high school football this year. Oh, that's cool. Very nice. I'm glad. Get demoted, get demoted. Well, Marco, I got demoted on your channel multiple times if we're going down that route. Also, I made myself some tea. I know this isn't the most aesthetic tea glass ever, but this was actually, I think this is like a, from Aldi, there was like a dessert in it. And Aldi likes to sell stuff in glass. And I'm German. And for some reason, in Germany, I have such a hard time speaking English again. I'm still so used to speaking German, so bear with me, guys. I'm getting there. Give me some days to readjust, please. I've been at work today, and I could tell I had to think so hard about my sentences, you know. Okay, are we just screaming for no reason, or can you shut up? Hey, no, it's not dinner time. Why are you screaming? No. Anyways, now the cats confused me. Yeah, I have a hard time speaking English again for some reason, but yeah, my brain is still in German mode. I'm jet lagged, you know, all that. So yeah, give me a few days, please. Read my mind today. Yes. Hi, Justin. Hey, Shuriken. Hi, brother. How are you doing? I just said, please give me a few days to readjust to my English. I have a hard time forming my sentences right now, so it will be a few days. Hi, Dr. Dawn. Thank you, Jay, for welcoming everyone. Nice to see you. Okay, someone sees shadows in the room. Very cool, Fatima. I hope they're not creepy. Hi, Kamal. I already traveled back to America, so I am not in Germany anymore. But I just want to imply that in the title that I got back from Germany, you know. Messi, süß. Okay, okay. Can you come up here? You don't want to be up here? You getting hungry smelling the beans or what? Okay. They're like screeching owls sometimes. But yeah, how are you guys doing it? People that just joined. How are you doing, Shuriken? Tea looks good. I have to start drinking tea again. Yeah, Shuriken, you don't want to hear that, but I drank so much coffee in Germany just because I think I told you guys already. Germany is so big on coffee culture, you know, sitting out in cafes and drinking really good coffee and eating some pastries with that, 1 or 2. I might have gained a few more pounds. Honestly, I was so hopeful when I go to Germany because of all the walking I usually do there. And I did. But I guess I ate a little bit more butter pretzels than the walking that I did, so I counteracted the walking. So yeah, I definitely reached a new personal record of weight after my Germany trip. But oh well, you know, nothing I can change. And I already went to the gym today, so Sam, I know you made fun of me for not going to the gym, or you were like, yeah, we'll see if you're going. I actually went. So I hope you guys are proud of me. That's understandable. You'll be back in the swing of things in no time. Thank you. I hope so. But I think so too. And I am drinking holly tea. I know I told you about it already. So it is Japan light roast. It's like the only plant in America that can be drank as tea. It has caffeine, just like green tea. And it's apparently jitter-free. It never gives me the jitters, so I believe it. Because I'm very sensitive to caffeine, like in coffee, I get really like nervous and I get like heart palpitations and all that. But this one is really good because they collect the holly in nature, and apparently it is like a helpful thing to do because it says by thinning out the yapon trees or plucking the yapon leaves, it prevents forest fires and restores habitat for critters like the endangered Houston toad. That's why they have like a toad here in the package, and I think it's really cute. Because as some of you might know, I love frogs and toads. I think they're super cute and important for the ecosystem. And he is a big boy. He is, Rusty is definitely a few pounds too heavy, and he's also just very tall and or just like big boned. He's just a big cat in general. So, but on top of that, he has a little bit of extra weight. I have received 3 more bags of chips, but I saw it, Marco. And Kinderschokolade as well. And believe it or not, but I didn't even eat any Chips Frisch or Kinderschokolade. So I was really just focused on bakeries and pastries last time. I wasn't even craving chips that much. A cat perfume for cat ladies. Does it smell like cat toilet, like cat litter? I thought Germany would be higher in tea for some reason. Yeah, we do have tea, but it's not like the most prominent thing. So I traveled through London to go back to America, and on the plane I flew with British Airways. They offered me a lot of tea and with milk, you know how they drink it in Britain. And that was really tasty. I love my black tea with milk. And in London I drank a little bit of tea. I had like a 10-hour layover, so that was fun. But they had a lot of things to do at the airport, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, in Germany it's more like coffee than tea, I would say. Except for peppermint tea and rosehip tea for some reason. We really like that stuff. We call it fruit tea, but it's really just rosehip tea with sometimes apple pieces and stuff, which is not technically a tea, it's just like a brew. Because tea is really just tea when it's like the tea leaves, right? But I think everything is, you can call everything tea nowadays. How many hours of travel? I traveled 19 or 20 hours altogether. So I had to take the bus to Switzerland. From Switzerland, I flew into London directly. And from London, I flew directly into Nashville, which was really cool. And I didn't know there was a direct flight from Europe to Nashville. So that was great. And apparently there's another route you can take now from Nashville. So you can go from Reykjavik in Iceland to Nashville. So you have like those two options, Nashville or London. London or Reykjavik that you can do. So maybe next time I'll try the Icelandic route. Just because I want to see Iceland anyway. So maybe I can do like a little bit of a longer layover. Also down here I was thinking of making some hodita, soon low caffeine. I've not had any tea yet. Nice, that sounds good. Yeah, low caffeine is always good at this time of the day. That's why I'm drinking this and not like actual green tea. I think this one has a little bit less caffeine than green tea. I'm so proud of you, of course. Thank you, Sam. I'll go back tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll try to get back into my routine. I need to get some of that. I've been meaning to. No jitters is a big plus. For sure, yeah, coffee gives me... Coffee is German, so in my head, I'm still speaking German. Coffee is just such a jitter giver to me. It doesn't make me feel good. Thank you, Marco. You too. Enjoy your chocolate. First thing you did after landing back home, even before unpacking. I actually went to the gym before unpacking, as you can see. My bags are still there. I'm so excited for unpacking. Not. But I bought some good stuffs back home, or brought some good things back home to America. So sometimes I like to wait a little bit with unpacking, like a week or so, because then I forget what I actually packed and what I bought in Germany, and when I unpack it, it's kind of like a surprise, you know, like kind of like unwrapping like a present from someone else, because my memory is not the best. Bet Oscar was the happiest when he came back. He actually, he's a little bit like a cat sometimes when I've been gone for a while. Sometimes he acts like he doesn't even know me, so he ignores me for a little bit. And but then he can't help it, and then he gets a little bit excited, and then he starts playing with me. So I was happy to see that when he got a little bit excited. But first, when I came in, he didn't even like bother to walk up to me, so he was just laying in his bed at our friend's house, and he was just like playing with his toy, completely ignoring me. But he did the same thing last time when he picked me up from the airport, or not Oscar, but my husband, and Oscar was in the backseat. He ignored me there too. But he's okay now. He forgave me that I've been gone for so long. And I get it. I mean, I've been gone for a month, so poor little guy. First thing he did, oh, I read that. How's he dad doing? My dad is doing much better. Thank you, Jay. That's the reason why I felt like I would be able to leave, you know, just... of course, with his illness, he's never going to be great, you know what I mean? But compared to how he was when I got there, like in the emergency room and all that, much better, like worlds of a difference. So yeah, I could leave without feeling too bad for it, and I'm going to be back in a couple weeks. You know, I already booked my flight back then, back to Germany. So I'm trying to go in like smaller... like I'll try to go every couple months from now on. It's gonna be expensive, but you know, family is important, and I want to be there for my dad as much as I can with my life here, living here, working here. Not always easy, but you know, it's gonna be a lot of traveling in the next couple months. So I have to produce more shorts now. Okay, have fun, Marco, producing new shorts. British Airways. I hope it wasn't a Boeing. It actually was a Boeing. It was I think British Airways always flies Boeing to America, or to Nashville at least. That one is always Boeing, so there's not much option. And since I can't really plan my travel that easily, like I can't do it like very far in the future, I have to do it pretty spontaneously. I had to book the cheapest one that I got, and Boeing tends to be more cheap at the moment. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna risk it. And you know, I flew Boeing Dreamliner 787 back on Friday the 13th last month, with that was the same airplane that crashed a day before, the same number, or the same year, the model, on Friday the 13th. So, you know, I wasn't too worried about it this time. Rusty, you want to be in the chat or in the camera? I missed Rusty. He's such a good boy. I feel like he missed me the most. Like he's been cuddling with me all day at the moment. You're so cute. You're such a love bug, aren't you? Yeah. Fine. The divine number, right? Man, oh man, so much traveling. I bet you're glad to have that done. I'm actually very glad to be back in America, just having like a little bit of normality back, you know, having my work back and just like my daily routines and all my stuff. As much as I love traveling, the older I get, I like it less, to be honest. And living out of a backpack is also not the greatest, you know, but yeah, I'm not gonna complain. You know, other people can't even travel, and I feel very privileged to be able to do that, you know, so I'll shut up and stop complaining. Hi Imran, how are you doing? Hi Jorge. Did I say that right? I'm not good at Spanish, or my Spanish is non-existent. Boeing is good now. Well, they probably put a little bit more attention on Boeing right now, just because they don't want to have the stocks crashing even more. They probably don't even care about the people, but they don't want to have their stocks going down. So, you know, very, very tired. You should rest. Yeah, I'm still in my Germany sleep rhythm. For me, it's like 10 in the morning right now. No, I'm silly. It's like midnight. It's like almost 1 a.m. right now. So I can tell, even though it's like not late here, technically, when it's nighttime in Germany, like now, like I started getting tired like an hour ago because it's like past midnight now, technically, in my head. So yeah, I'm definitely getting a little tired, but I'm trying to get back into my my American sleep rhythm, you know, so I'm trying to stay up because I gotta go back to work and everything and act like everything is normal. 19-20 hours, respect, someone wouldn't survive 5 hours without snacks. Hey, I had so many snacks in the airplane. Don't worry about it. So there's a cool story. When I was in London, I had like a huge transit layover. So it was like 8 hours or so, or almost 10 hours. And I don't know why, but this rich lady, I would say, she had like a Burberry coat, like typical London older lady that comes from like, you know, money, I guess. At least she looked like it. And she came up to me when I was sitting there by myself at the airport and reading a book, and I had my headphones on and everything. I took them down. She was like, hey, are you here by yourself? I was like, oh no, am I getting kidnapped now? So I was like, should I say that I'm by myself, or should I say that I have like my husband and my whole family waiting for me over there? So I wasn't sure, but I was like, it's a lady, like an old lady, what she's supposed to do, like grab me and, you know, pull me over her shoulder. And so I was like, she's probably just trying to be nice and talk to me. So I was like, yeah, I'm here by myself. And then she asked me if I want to come to the business lounge with her, the British Airways business lounge. And I was like, sure. And she had like an extra ticket, so we went to the business lounge. And you guys know me, I'm not a business lounge kind of person. I've never been there. It's, you know, not my world. I didn't grow up like that, or I never, you know, had the privilege to enjoy something like that. So we went to the business lounge together. She had like a free ticket for me, and I walked in there, all the guys or all the people in suits and stuff, and I was there with my backpack looking like I don't know, not the freshest, you know, after my first flight, and after already sitting around for 5 hours. And I was so blown away from all the stuff that they had there. So like comfy couches, people walking around with trays, giving you champagne and offering you drinks and stuff. And there's pastries and all kinds of drinks, cocktails. You could basically drink every single cocktail in the world, I guess. Yeah, there was everything for free. So I went up to one of the waiters and I was like, excuse me, I'm new to this. Like, this is not usually where I am. Like, this is not my habitat, you know. I was like, can I just drink and eat here for free, or will I have like a huge bill when I leave this place? And he was like, ma'am, you are in the business lounge. This is all for free. Like, you're here for a reason. Like, you know, this is, people pay a lot of money to be here. So you can drink and eat as much as you want to. And I was like, okay. I didn't have much time left, so, you know, I just downed some orange juice, water, everything I wanted to drink, just hydrating, you know, before my flight. And it's actually very important to stay hydrated before a flight because of you sitting for so long, the blood will thicken up, so your risk for thrombosis is much higher when you don't drink a lot of water when you're flying, so you always need to stay hydrated, just as a tip from someone that frequently flies a lot. And yeah, I packed some croissants into my backpack, so I was just like wrapping them in little paper wrappers or paper towels and just put them into my bag. You know, I was like, you know, just sneakily, because I didn't have much time to stay there. So I had tons of food on my ride or flight to Nashville. So yeah, I had way too much food actually, but it was delicious. And I was very, very happy that I got that privilege that I could hang out there, you know. Hi Fabsy, thank you. Oscar might unpack it first, probably. The cats have already been sniffing in my backpacks and they have already been checking out, and they were excited and probably hoping that I brought them something, but I didn't. Hi Demetria. Hi Tactical. Dogs are that way. Jefferson never acts like he misses me. That's funny. It breaks my heart, but as long as someone lets him out and feeds him, he's happy. That is basically Oscar. As long as he gets his cuddles, his food, and lets him out, exactly. So don't feel bad, Christopher. Oscar is the exact same. Jefferson still loves you. Don't worry. You're a risk taker, and even own a black hat. Good point. Yeah, I'm not very what's the word? Superstitious? Is that the word I'm looking for? Like when you like believe in things like that. I used to be like that, but I don't really believe in it anymore. So we booked a 3 a.m. flight to save some bucks and ended up expending more on 3 a.m. cab ride because there was no public transport. Oh my god, Sam, same here. Last time I did that, we did the exact same thing. It was like we had to get there like at 3 or 2 a.m. and spend like $100 just on the cab because there was, yeah, like you said, no public transport, and we didn't even think about it. I was like, dude, like I could have just like taken the better flight for just $100 or $200 more instead of taking a stupid taxi, you know, an overpriced taxi. Especially in Switzerland, they're so expensive. So if you ever go to Switzerland, don't ever take a cab anywhere. They're gonna screw you over, especially when you're a foreigner. But yeah, I feel you, Sam. I've been there. Hey, Fanny. Thank you. Hello, man. Best wishes for you. Thank you. Thank you, Imran. Appreciate it. Now even airports know you deserve first class treatment. Aw, because no way a random lady gave you business lounge access. Maybe they were like, hey, can you like go down there and give her like a ticket? I don't know. Maybe I just looked too poor and they felt sorry for me. They were like, oh, that poor girl. Because in London airport, I've never seen so many well-dressed and probably rich people in my life. I think definitely some very cool people. I definitely kept looking out for to see any celebrities, you know, especially since my plane was going from London to Nashville. A lot of bands travel this route. I think that's why they established that route, to be honest, because Nashville doesn't have any other Europe connection. And London makes sense because, like I said, Nashville is a music city, right? Like the American capital of music, with Memphis, I guess. And Seattle, I think, is also one. But yeah, and London obviously is one of the European ones. So I saw so many cool looking band people on the plane, all with their guitars and their music equipment. So it was very interesting to see. And some had like t-shirts on with like their band names. So I was like Googling to see if they're like famous or something. Because I was really bored, you know, sitting there for so many hours. So I definitely got some good entertainment there. Yeah, it was a good time. I can't imagine how overwhelming it could be. Business class is usually people with a lot of money. Yeah, for sure. Corporates come in. Yes, I felt a little displaced, to say the least. But then again, I was like, who cares, you know? They're just people like me in the end. So, and nothing wrong with rich people, you know. They can also be very nice. As you can see, this lady invited me. So yeah, I just, you know, I usually just don't hang out in those places, but it was very cool. Atrocious proxy. Thank you. Yes, always hydrate. Very sure. That is very true. And I agree, it was very nice of that lady. Very, very sweet. Some people are just really nice. I bet you $20 that the old British lady had some Thompson or Sebastian from Lancashire who she was trying to hitch you up. Maybe. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, she was from Scotland, and her husband was from London, I think. And she did some flying back from Scotland to London, so they kind of do like a long distance relationship, she said, which was impressive. By her age, she was like in her 50s, I think. So I was like, she seems like a cool girl, you know, flying back to Scotland and London all the time. Hi, Romance. Thank you. Yes, please support each other. If any of you have some YouTubes, you can always, you know, ask for support here. I don't mind that. Fancy seeing you there. Oh, you guys know each other. Shuriken, you know the whole world, don't you? That's so funny. For like the Shuriken gang is all here on this channel. I guess my algorithm armies are tangled up. Maybe it's the occasional tea that I'm having on stream, Shuriken, that connects our channels. Or maybe it's just the vibe, you know, we're on the same wavelength. From now on, if a random lady stares at me in the airport, I'll just ask lounge access. Oh, don't ask that, Sam. That might come off very weird, saying that as a guy. You know, the lounge can have many meanings in that scenario. So just a tip from a girl. Innocent perhaps really a cute lady. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Like decent vibes. It's a nice compliment. You're decent as well, Rusty. Yeah, you're a decent cat. But yeah, good to see you here, Atrocious. I don't want to call you Atrocious, but I'm just going to call you Proxy. That sounds better to call someone. Because I'm sure you're not atrocious. I came across her through you. Yes, she's a really nice person. Thank you, atrocious. Thank you, Proxy. Just said I'm not gonna call you atrocious. Thank you, Proxy. Appreciate that. Ami is the meanest person ever. Very rude. Always very angry. Always, yeah. It's just a mask, you know. It's very hard to keep that up. Especially if I do like a 2-hour live stream, I'm completely drained after that. I'm just gonna get real mad once the stream is over. I'm just gonna scream and shout at everyone, right? Yeah, you know. You would know best, Rusty, don't you? I believe it was through your comments, actually. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Since we comment on each other's stuff a lot, I think there's a lot of overlay. I mean, a lot of you guys also met Marco by being here, and he was my first moderator, I believe. I think, yeah, Marco, I think if you're still here, I think you were my first moderator, right? And then I always said, please check out each other's YouTube channels, and then, you know, now we're just like a little community and family here that follow each other, which is really great because supporting each other is important. Awesome indeed, sister. Oops. Ami's cool and she knows all about tea from her time in China. I would say all about it. I drank a lot of tea and I read a little bit. And from my at university we also talked a little bit about tea because it is just big part of China, right? So I learned a little bit of it, but Shuriken, you're definitely the master of tea here, not me. Especially when it comes to making it. I mean, you see, you know, this is my current equipment. Don't get me wrong, I had really nice cups from Beijing when I got back in a nice can, but that's all in our house in Germany. Or not anymore, since we don't have our house in Germany anymore, unfortunately, since I think I told you all that my dad got sick and he had to get help by professionals, you know, at the nursing home because his disease is just too hard to handle. It's like a very aggressive form of Parkinson. So we lost our house, you know, my sister couldn't keep it because the rent is just too high for one person. So while I was in America waiting for my green card, all my stuff got thrown away, unfortunately, by like a company that gets rid of people's stuff when they are selling houses. So yeah, my cups are gone, but one day I will get new ones. So Proxy, are you a girl or a man? I can't see the photo, like it's too small for me to see anything. Just, you don't have to say, you know, but I was like some female power over here. So, but even if you're not a girl, obviously you're always welcome here, and I'm always happy to have you here. Thank you, Fanny, for asking. My dad is much better. He is not in a risky situation anymore, so now he's just, you know, dealing with his illness like he did before, but he's not having a lung infection anymore, and he's we say in Germany, over the mountain, you know, he reached the mountain, so he's now better. Yeah, not great, but better. Thank you, Fanny, for asking. The harsh acknowledgement. Uh-oh, did I miss a harsh acknowledgement? 50 is about ready to leave that realm in November. Don't laugh, y'all. It creeps up on you fast. I will be 60 November. Nice. Around birthday. Thanks be to God, he has graced me with good health. That is amazing. I'm glad, Christopher. Thanks be to God, indeed. I'll vouch for AP. Not sure if you've ever seen any of our philosophical conversations on me, but we have some good ones. Next time I'm gonna keep watch for those comments for sure. I might have read some in the past, but I'm not sure anymore. But I loved your very philosophical conversations about the pretzels that you had with Violet. That was a very good read for sure. Use the word hopefully for tomorrow's gym. Already negotiating with yourself for day 2. Hey, I just gotta, take it slow. Take it slow and sip on my tea. But no, I think I will go tomorrow. Not I think, I will go. Compared to the population, you absolutely know all about tea. Maybe compared to like some people or most people that rather go to Starbucks to drink coffee, then maybe yes, I agree with that. But yeah, not compared to you. Christopher, enjoying the lower 60 weather in Ohio. Oh, nice. So low, that's crazy. That sounds like Germany weather. That's what we had in Germany. Our temperatures were very, very, very nice. So I did a little hiking trip to the medieval castle in Germany on one of my last week. I think it was the last week in Germany, pretty sure. So I did a nice hike to the castle and I filmed it for y'all. So I did a little vlog of that because I know some of you really like medieval stuff and history. So yeah, that's why I went up there again. And I also just love going there. I would have gone anyways, but I made sure to film it. It's always so beautiful to go up there, up to the mountain. It's very rewarding doing a hike and having that goal, being up that castle and having some food outside in the beer garden. That was very, very nice. Most definitely, I owe much of my spirit to your influence. You're a stark reminder of the grace and spirit in things. Oh, that's a great compliment. I can only agree on that one. I definitely feel that one. Have you been in China? Imran asked. Yes, I have been in China. I lived in China for a little bit, Imran, for my studies. Salam alaikum. Malaikum salam. Ada, thank you for being here. Welcome back. What happened to your dad? Imran, so my dad has like a form of Parkinson's disease that is kind of just deteriorating the muscles, so you're basically, it will start that you can't use your hands anymore, so you will have a hard time grabbing things. That's how it starts, and you will drop a lot of things, you just lose control over your hands at one point. And then you will start not being able to walk very well. You will start falling and tripping over because you will lose your balance and just your muscles. You will get very slow. Basically, imagine you're turning into a turtle, basically. So everything will become super slow. So basically forces you to slow down, which can be a blessing for some, I guess, to slow down sometimes, like a sign that, because he was always like working hard, doing stuff. He was constantly either doing like some his art, music, working out, jogging, bicycling, all the stuff. So he's always on the move. So he was forced to slow down. But yeah, everything will deteriorate, all your muscles. At one point you will be in a wheelchair. Then you will have a hard time swallowing, so you will lose your ability to swallow food and chew. So all your muscles in your neck and face will deteriorate. And this will go so far that you will not be able to speak anymore. That's where he is right now, so he cannot talk anymore, unfortunately. So he can't even say hi or bye or anything like that anymore. But he learned how to communicate with his eyes. So sometimes if you say yes, blink once. If you say no, blink twice, So there's ways that you can deal with that or try to still communicate. It is really, really hard and very sad to see, especially with a family member, but yeah, that's just life. But yeah, Parkinson's disease is a very shitty disease, to say the least. He's still not listening to you and your sister. How's Happy and how's Javon? Oh, that's sweet that you're asking about Javon too. Hubby's doing good. Sister is doing good too. And Javon is doing Javon things. He's doing good. Just living the life. of a Trayvon. So yeah, no news there, I think. And sometimes no news are the best news, right? That's what I learned getting older. Yeah, did you just drink a whole kettle of tea? You need to be in Asia, not in the US. I actually did. I probably shouldn't have drank so much. Like, yeah, I finished that one. Oh, I'm gonna be able to read the bottom of my tea. I hope I'm not gonna see the Grim. Anyone that watches Harry Potter will know that reference. Ami's drinking tea like it's Long Island iced tea. It is actually better than that. It is super strong. Even though it's a light roast, not a dark roast, but when you get to the bottom of the tea kettle, it will get very strong. And I agree, I should be in China or Asia. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, I also love the US, you know, there's positive things about everything. Atrocious is how I've seen myself through things I've done in my time. Nothing horrific, but sometimes my proximity was atrocious. I was causing harm from being close. Oh, okay. Very reflective. Reflective? Not reflective. Like you're self-reflecting. So that is very good. I think we all can be atrocious at times. Okay, I got you. And I've been really lame with reading or slow with reading. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just, since I haven't been on here, I'm trying to read every single message of you guys because I don't want to ignore anything. And thanks for the explanation, Proxy. Appreciate that. Protein powder, nah. Energy drink, nah. A whole kettle of tea, yes. Hey, it could be worse. Like, it could be hot chocolate, and you know that I would do that, like drinking a whole kettle of hot chocolate. And I had a protein drink earlier. It's over there on the table. So, hi chicken, how are you doing? Did you find some plague in the hike? I hope I didn't. I was not trying. Wouldn't that be something? You know, you're just like checking out their castle and you're just like, you know, just touching everything. And then you turn around a rock and then there's like a little bit of plague left on there. And you just get that whole thing starting. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that. So I hope I didn't find any there. Hey, King. AP is a blade thrower of note and one who appreciates the spiritual nature of discipline. Oh, nice. Blade thrower, nice. Very cool. I'm good too, thank you. I gotta check out your channel then, Proxy. I didn't know that you have a YouTube as well. A lot of praise for you, Dad. Thank you so much, Imran. I really appreciate that. Also, everyone else that sent me positive thoughts or just concerned words or just ask about my dad and prayers. I really, really appreciate that. That means so much to me and my family. So very sweet of y'all. Thank you for that. Thank you, Adele. I appreciate that. Besides, I miss to meet you while you stay in Asia. Well, respect you beyond materialism. Oh, thank you, Imran. That is very kind. I respect you too. Sure, sometimes I miss my blue wrench. Your blue wrench, yeah. I was like, what blue wrench? Yeah, the moderating wrench. I know, it's weird to me too. Like sometimes because you guys, in my head, you're the blue ones, you know, so it's hard for me to, see that not being there anymore. So I get it. Young lady, remember this plant called Kunzia? Your father will benefit from it. Muscle reluctant plant is from Tasmania, Australia. Endemic to Tasmania. Really? Oh, I'm gonna screenshot that. Thank you, Nika. I appreciate that. Especially when I come across it. Yes, I know. I know. I will have to figure out the whole moderation game. Usually doesn't bother me if there's trolls, you know, just read over it, like it's whatever. The trolls don't like any trolls here. You can troll around, but it's kind of like if you really want to hurt someone and you get like something out of that, you should probably go somewhere else, because I have way bigger things to deal with than trolls right now. So the trolls don't even like you know, hurt a little bit. So if you're trying to do that, please keep scrolling and try your luck somewhere else, but it's not gonna do anything here. So you have no one to blame but yourself. Honey, you are better as trying to control her child. She is smart and not easily offended. That is true, chicken. I'm not easily offended. That is a good point. Honey is a very good moderator though, and Shuriken, they do a great job. I mean, everyone that does moderate is doing a good job, and everyone has their own approach to it, right? Some are more what's the word I'm looking for? More strict than others, and Shuriken is throwing shurikens at certain things. As soon as it gets like flirtatious and stuff, the shurikens will fly. But yeah, some of you guys are a little bit less strict, and that is totally fine. Whoever is moderating, I trust y'all, you know, to do what needs to be done. I wish Parkinson's had a cure. Oh, trust me, brother, me too. Yes, I wish so. I wish many things in the world had a cure, and I'm sure there would be ways to make that happen. But who would profit from that, you know? Not going further into down that rabbit hole, or into that matter, because I think we all know, you know, what's going on there. Yeah, it's just like a big industry, I think. So yeah, a cure wouldn't be helpful in most cases for some people, like the people that don't suffer from the disease but that want to have the profit from it. But yeah, I mean, I went through this with my mother. I understand. I'm so sorry, Christopher. That is very, very hard. I know. Yeah, females get it more easily through genetics, I think. But they usually get it later in life, and men get it early in life. That's what I heard in general. But I don't know how true that is. But yeah, I'm sorry, Christopher. Come on, guys, let's all be cool. Oh, what's happening? Burping tea bubbles soon? Probably. My son is all about his tea. Nothing fancy next year. Hey, just as I was about to get to this message, it got deleted by Sam. So thank you, Sam, that I don't have to deal with it, I guess. It must have been something nasty. Back to being, exactly. Back to being and no moderating. So you can just lean back and relax, because Fanny and Shuriken, you guys have been like the most active moderators. So I think you deserve to just lean back and relax for a little bit, you know, but I'll definitely put you back in the moderating position soon. So now the young moderators, the new ones, gotta learn their trade, you know. It's like an art in itself, moderating. I'm very bad at it, by the way. So I have no idea how you guys are so fast deleting messages and like figuring out who's a troll and who isn't. I'm really bad with that. So I always feel bad in the first place to block people, to delete their messages, because I always feel like they want to be heard and blah, blah, you know, like my BS thinking sometimes. I'm very, very naive when it comes to that, or forgiving. But yeah, when I moderate on Marco's channel, or in the past, I'm not a moderator anymore, I think, I'm not doing a good job. So I'm always happy when you are there too, Shuriken, and you're taking care of it, and I'm just, you know, doing the leftovers. Sister, please know that you and yours are always in my prayers. That is very sweet. Thank you so much, Shuriken. I really, really appreciate that. very much. And you guys are too, and ours, of course, with what you had been going through, you know, lately. When you were ill, I sent you a chicken soup, although digital, but it counts. It helped a lot. You all sent me a chicken soup or just, you know, thoughts and prayers. It was very sweet, and wishes. So that definitely helped me get over my sickiness I had over there very quick. I had like a very mean cold, but it only lasted like 5 days or so. I see it's morning there. It's 2. Oh, it's already 2:30 almost. Wow. That is very late or early, depending on how you see it. If you can go to bed, then it's late. If you gotta get up, then it's very early. It is evening here. It's like almost 6:30. Patients have grown than usually. I remember I've been an advocate for trolls, but my age is failing. Yeah, I get it. It's the same here. It depends on my mood. So when I was in Germany, and I was a little bit more in a bad mood just because of, you know, usually my day was like consisting of me being at the nursing home, taking care of my dad, doing things that the nurses don't have time for, even though they should do it, you know, but they're understaffed. And I also took care of some other people living there because I felt bad for them. So I just tried to, you know, hang out with them and talk to them and drive them around with a wheelchair. So when I got home, I felt like I've just been working like my shift at the nursing home for free, obviously. So when I got home and did a live stream and then I had to encounter trolls, I was like, dude, I'm just not dealing with that. If I'm just like in a chill mode, you know, just hanging out, drinking tea, I couldn't care less, but it just depends on my day and everything. Hi, greetings to Indonesia. Hi, Elf. Indonesia must be beautiful. House, you don't forget to subscribe, Elf. Thank you, Sam. Heck yeah, sending those shurikens to stuff with the trolls for sure. I always imagine him doing that. You're getting stronger day by day. Thank you, Imran. I don't know about it, but I hope so. I'm retired. You're not even retired. If you mean the moderating thing, then you're not retired from that. I'll put you back on duty soon, guys. Don't you worry about it. I'm just gonna like give you some rest because like I said, I feel like you guys been moderating so hard lately or for like months, so you all deserve some chill out time. Wait, your dad? Oh, I know, Ami. My dad's checkup due November in India, and I'm making a trip. It's early stage for now at the I'm so sorry, Fanny. I'm glad it is early stage because nowadays so much is possible, right? If you detect it early, even if you detect it late, like nowadays there's so many new developing new medications that have been developed and approaches to that. So it is, you know, better to have it in this age than like 20 years ago or 10 years ago, I think. So I'm really hoping for the best for your dad. So, but yeah, I'm sorry you have to go through that. That is scary times, especially when you don't have anything figured out yet, you know. But yeah, oh man. Diseases just suck, don't they? You think life is going okay and then something like that happens and, you know, yeah, it's just rough. Don't stress ever and keep enjoying life. I mean, I would like to discuss about our cultures. I love discussing about cultures and learning from other cultures. And you're very right, Imran. Stress is definitely one of the silent killers. Stress is not good for your health, but it's hard to say or not easy to say, hey, don't stress, or hey, just get rid of the stress in your life, because it's not that easy. But I guess it's just perspective in the end and how you're dealing with it, and you know what you do to decrease your stress levels. That there's definitely ways to do that, for sure. So maybe we gotta talk about that in a video one day. But yeah, my stress can be quite high, honestly. So thank you for the reminder, Imran. That is definitely important. Do not give up on your father. Some gen engineers from Australia are looking at some common meds for the slow down process of Parkinson's. Have hope. Thank you, Lika. I appreciate that. What a coincidence that we have you here in this community now, and you know about Parkinson's and process on the medications and research. That is very cool. Isn't the internet a small place sometimes? And yeah, thank you for being here, Nika. What's going on with your dad? He has the same Parkinson as dystonia. Yeah, I remember. I think you told me about that. Funny if I don't. Yeah, I think you said that in your live stream, right? When I was in your live stream, I'm pretty sure. I had shared once he has the same issue as Ami's dad in dystonia. Yeah, I remember that. I think that was in your live stream though. Funny, I think we were by ourselves. Yeah, that is shitty. But yeah, nowadays, like I said, I think there's so many ways, you can deal with it, especially when it's early. You can do a lot of therapy and, rehab and all that. There's a lot of things you can do, but unfortunately for my dad, it's really, really, like he's barely, yeah. Oh, well, not forget you guys no prayers either. For sure, same. We'll definitely remember to bring it up in ours as well. India has some good doctors in Delhi. I hope they will figure out those things. Medanta Hospital is the best there. Oh wow, Sam, you know a lot about hospitals, huh? That's good. Thank you, Mallow. Appreciate it. How are you doing, my friend? Thanks, Shuriken. Lord knows we all could use a prayer. Yeah, we for sure can. And it's important to pray. Some people are like, oh, it doesn't work. There's no answer. Well, the answer is not always immediate, and it doesn't always come in the way that you expect it to come, because someone else knows better than us, what we need in certain situations and how help will be received and how help needs to get to us. And sometimes it might just be a person that gets sent into our life, or a stranger that we meet somewhere, or a conversation that we have, and help comes in many ways and forms, and not just like in a super like in a mysterious way, where it's like an explosion and then suddenly you see like, oh, there's the help, kind of like in a movie. That's probably not how it's going to happen. I think it's just like sometimes a very slow and subtle process when our prayers gets answered. I've heard of for that hospital. Oh, you heard about that? I have never heard about that. Hi, Karen. I will go to bed. Take care of yourself and your dad. I hope you get better and better. See you, my friend. Thank you so much, Ada. Good night. Thank you for being here with us. Appreciate it. I hope you get some good rest, and it's already late, so I hope you can sleep in tomorrow. Western medicine is lagging behind. Nika, I agree. It is not just lagging behind, it's also, I don't want to say it because I have, who am I to know, but I think it is also focused a lot on, I don't know, I don't want to say it like that, but I feel like it's focusing on prolonging the disease and just making things like slightly better, but not always healing it. And it's like oftentimes just like counteracting symptoms. I feel like I'm not an expert, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional, so don't listen to my words, but it's just my opinion on it, my personal opinion. I feel like it's just working against symptoms, but not dealing with the root cause of things, and not trying to find the root cause of things, And sometimes people just get help and then they will never talk about their lifestyles or what caused this to even happen. So I feel like once they go back after like a certain treatment or so, they might just like do whatever they did before, and it might just happen again, you know. So I don't know, I feel like there needs to be a lot of improvement being done in the medical field. Hi Ahmed, greetings to Pakistan. Also, I checked out, you know how you sometimes just have those random questions in your head and you're like, what are the most populated countries in the world, you know, those kind of moments, and you just look it up. So number 1 was India, then it was China, then it was Russia, then it was Indonesia, and then Pakistan was number 5. Ja, Mike, ich bin Deutsch. I just got back from Germany, so ich bin immer noch in meinem Gehirn, spreche ich gerade Deutsch. Und ich habe gerade eine sehr schwere Zeit, Englisch zu sprechen. Und jetzt habe ich schon wieder eine schwere Zeit, Deutsch zu sprechen. Und Jetlag habe ich auch noch. My brain is very confused to speak English right now while reading German. I agree that overcoming stress is not in control, but real people have spirit to tackle. I also have, but trying for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, but you have the tools, or most of us have the tools to deal with it, or would have the option to do so at least. But yeah, very true, Imran, very important. Thank you for sharing that. Last day of work till Tuesday. Yay, nice. Oh yeah, it is September 1st. Isn't that Labor Day in America? So we'll have a long weekend. And guess what? I think I don't even know what I want to say. I want to go camping this weekend and next weekend, but I just remembered I can't because I made plans for the weekend. So my brain was just like, stop what you just tried to say because you can't even go camping. Dang it. Well, I guess I go camping next weekend then. But yeah, I made plans for this weekend for some reason, even though I want to go camping when I get back to America. So yeah, I guess my brain is so confused. So I didn't even think about that. I was leaving Saki days for that. Right. In future, if you ever plan to visit, please let me know. I would like to host because hospitality is part of our culture. Oh, that is very sweet. Thank you so much, Imran. Same here. If anyone ever comes to Tennessee, let us know. And we'll figure something out, because hospitality is not technically a very big trait in German culture. It's more like stay away, stranger, in Germany usually. But living in other countries now, or having lived in multiple countries now, and getting to know a lot of cultures, I'm definitely a bigger fan of the hospitality culture and being hospitable to people, and knowing how expensive it is to stay and travel to other countries. It is definitely important to me to also, you know, if anyone is in need of a stay or like a place to stay, I will always offer that to someone if they're not creeps. Guten Abend, Andreas. Grüße nach Deutschland, nehme ich mal an. Did we just really finish the whole kettle? We sure did, my friend, we sure did. But I also finished it a little bit earlier today, so started it earlier. But it is definitely very empty right now. And I don't see the Grimm on the bottom, so that's a good sign, I guess. I always tell people God answers all prayers. Sometimes, though, the answer is no. True. It can be a difficult pill to swallow. It's true. Yeah. The answer is not always the answer that we want to get, or we're not always getting what we ask for. So, yeah, that can be an outcome too, to get a no, for sure. But not some things are better said. That is true. It is very true. Some things are better not said. And I hope I didn't say it in a too direct way, but you know, yeah, I think it's just the truth. But that's just my truth. Guys, can we talk on chill topics? Ami is already stressed. Let's talk about Ami's new resolutions. It's okay. Like, I'm already like a stress ball, you know. So it doesn't really matter to me. It's getting really bitter. I also got some leaves. Bitter is a good taste though. So if something's bitter, usually good for your liver and for detoxing your body. It's like good for gallbladder and liver, bitter flavors. And yeah, people should eat more bitter stuff, but it's not a very pleasant flavor. So people, farmers or people that work in, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not breeding. Like if you produce fruit or vegetables and you kind of try to make them be less bitter, you know, now all our fruits and vegetables are not bitter anymore, and because it's not a yummy thing, so everything is now sweet and yeah, just kind of like watery. So bitter things are very hard to find nowadays, but they are very important for us. I'll be honest, I was religious as a kid from my teen years to late 20s, atheist, and I've turned again to spirituality. There's something surreal about letting go of delusion of control. Yep, I was the same. Funny. I was never religious as a kid. Like I come a little bit from like a more like a hippie, relaxed family. You know, I'm very laid back, nothing too spiritual or anything like that. Just very open-minded, I guess, towards all cultures and religions, which I liked. But then I was like definitely an atheist for the longest time, and then when I went to China, I turned more towards like Taoism and Buddhism, and now in America I came across Christianity again, and I thought, oh, Christianity is so lame, you know. And when I was in Germany back then, because it is a little bit different in Germany, I think, to Christianity. It's just hard to explain. Maybe we need to talk about that in a different live stream. It's like a little bit of a too hard topic right now for my jet-lagged brain. But yeah, that will be another time. But I was definitely like that. Funny, I definitely can relate to that. Sorry guys, my brain. I know just what you mean by the illusion of control is a dangerous thing. Yep, for sure. Thank you so much, Proxy. Take care of yourself, and thank you for being here. I'm gonna grab Oscar real quick. Oscar, are you up? Oh, Chelsea, come and say hi. They always do. Thank you for the kisses. Ta-da! It's the boy. It's Oscar. Yes. Are you looking? Are you looking for some food? Oh, yeah, you can be up here. That's okay. Usually he shouldn't be up here, but I missed him so much, so he can do whatever he wants to at the moment. He gets a free ticket to almost everything at the moment. Yeah, shucks, you're so spoiled, aren't you? Oh, you. Oh, you. You want your dinner? You want your dinner? We made him rice and carrots this morning and chicken. So I was too tired to do a live stream this morning. I'm sorry. I was thinking about doing a Dag and Oscar cooking stream, but we'll have another one on Saturday, probably. Friday or Saturday, actually. So tomorrow. Yeah, I think his food will be empty by Saturday, so I'll probably cook for him tomorrow. If some of you want to participate. That's so weird to me, and maybe Shuriken, you can help me understand. Like, the entire world celebrates Labor Day on May 1st. That too, in the remembrance of something happened. We do the Labor Day on May 1st too, but our Labor Day is celebrated with a lot of beer, hiking, and beer and hiking combined. So we go hiking on May 1st in Germany while drinking beer. So that's our thing. I don't know who invented that. I assume probably men. So yeah, that's like our Labor Day thing, May 1st. And I don't know why it's September 1st. In America, never did research into that. Oh, and Sam, it's your birthday soon, right? It's in a few days. So we gotta celebrate you. The illusion of control has turned now to be a reality of be. Just let it all be, let it be it be. Yep, that's why. I mean, I could have made that video much longer and more going more into depth, but I made a little video about letting it be, just being or existing, on the base of the Wu Wei philosophy from China. So if y'all want to check it out, it's the newest video on my channel, I think. Yeah. And talking about videos, I will have to buy a new computer. I've been putting that off for a while because it is expensive. But my old computer gave up on me. He's like, I am resigning. I am effing old and I'm retiring. So I understand my computer has done a lot of good things. So it's time for my computer to take a rest and retire. So we'll have to get a new computer, which I really dread because I hate spending money if it's not on traveling when it's necessary. But you know, if I want to do the YouTube, I need my equipment. So I want to get a computer sometime this week, and then I can finally edit some of my videos again. I've been really slacking with that, like I said, because my computer, like my old computer, just not been cooperative, and my phone is full to the brim, so I can't do it on my phone either. So thank you all for being so patient with my videos, or no new videos being uploaded. It was definitely not the plan, but there's new ones coming soon. Are we going camping, Emmy? I'm afraid you are coming to inhale all the oxygen there too. I'm calling us today. Well, I'm trying not to, but I would definitely enjoy some fresh air going camping. I think that's exactly what I need right now. I need to go to like a, what's it called? Like a recreational area, more like a wild area where there's like no people, no cell phone service, where I'm just, you know, with nature and having some fresh air. Especially now that it's getting fall, like you can feel the fall in the air. It's like a little like cold air, like a very crisp air. The humidity is gone, which is amazing. Like I was so glad when I got out of the plane. I was like, yes, I stayed away from here for long enough for the humidity to be gone. So, you know, it's gonna be amazing going camping in this weather. Oops. So I'm very excited. Since I joined Amy's channel, I remember during your stormy night in Tennessee, I have did a deep dive into my German roots, and this is exciting. Just wanted to throw this out there. Nice, that's cool. You did a deep dive into your German roots. Nice, very cool. You gotta share with us, Christopher, one day when you feel like it. If you found something new. NASA Peter Butter Police, Butter Police, the Buddy Lobby, Butter Lobby. People in life verbally offer each other, but I offered my hospitality readily. I'm here in South Asia. Oh, nice, cool. Where in South Asia are you, if you want to share? Like Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia. I should take golf like that. Thanks for your time. I'm out until next time. Keep smiling. Hope. Thank you so much. I'll try to stay hopeful for sure. Thank you, Lika. We appreciate you being here and sharing your experiences and thoughts. You opened up a new chapter in your life. I opened up a new chapter in your life. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, or that you said that. I'm happy to hear that. That's amazing. It's always good to open new chapters, isn't it? Sometimes it's scary. Like, honestly, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm usually, you know, there's those people that get super excited before a trip or before like something new is gonna happen, like a change. They get excited for a new apartment or moving somewhere. I'm not those people. You either team scared of change or team excited for change. I'm definitely more of team scared and dreading change, but in the end I'm always happy about it, but it's always like, you know, a little scary in the beginning. But yeah, new chapters are important. I hope so too. I hope you come again, Lika. Until next time. Later we will discuss for sure. Yeah, that's like a late at night kind of live stream topic. You know, something more spiritual or like deep. That's like a 10 p.m. kind of topic. I feel like, you know, how like different times of the day change your answers or like your outlook on things, or how deep you would go into a topic. At least for me, that's a thing. Certain daytimes, you know, just bring out different things or ideas. I missed your comment first go round, and I'm afraid I'm not sure where the whole world celebrated its Labor strike in Chicago. Oh, okay. I have to look into that. I have to look in so many of your American holidays, just because I don't want to be oblivion or like. So what I'm looking for. Can't think of it. Like, I want to learn more about it. You know, I don't want to live here not knowing the backgrounds of your holidays. I don't even know most of our German holiday backgrounds. Like, most of them are very religious in Germany, but the ones that aren't, I sometimes don't even know why we celebrate those days. So yeah, I'll try to be better with the American ones. This is what happens when you're tea. Well, who knows what they collected in the forest, you know? They could throw in anything. Isn't that kind of scary to think that when they collect stuff like in the wild, who knows what they even put in there? 43% are atheists here in China, according to a survey. Is this a new trend of people were atheists when you were here too? I think it is not new. I think it was the same when I was there. But you also gotta think that Taoism, so in China it is Taoism, Confucianism, and Buddhism working together is like, I know the number 3 is a very like a holy number. And so those 3, kind of like the 3, I can't think of the word. Man, my English brain is not working, sorry guys. But the foundation, you know, it's like a philosophical foundation of China, like the belief system. So they work together and all influence each other. But technically it is more like a way of thinking, like a philosophy, than a religion for some. So I think that might count as atheist or being atheist, you know, even though you still believe in something, but it is not. So if you're just like a Taoist or like Confucianism, you're not technically religious, you know, because yeah, it's more like a way of living or thinking than it is a religion. It's a little bit different with Buddhism. So the Buddhism definitely brings in a little bit more of a religious part, because you will have like some sort of rituals and, you know, deities you will think of, or you know, not pray to, but make wishes to, or ask them for something. So yeah, it's kind of like interesting. It's like fluid between religion and philosophy. Oscar with a K, thank you. Funny. I don't mind when people say Oscar with a C. It's just the American version or the English version, but he is an Oscar with a K. That is very true. I just made a YouTube short showing me on the actor of Freddy Krueger on Hollywood Boulevard in LA. I got a strike for violence. Hold on. Me and the actor of Freddy Krueger. Are you jumping on my back? I don't know. Maybe because you had like another person in that picture and they didn't like that, I guess. What's up? I'll show you around. I'll show you Mr. O. He's trying to get under his blankie. Ouch. Also, this cat tree is slightly falling apart. Should we get a new one? What do you guys think? What do you think? Do you need a new cat tree? But you like your little basket up here, don't you? There. There. Where's your banana, Schatz? Do you need your banana? Oscar's banana. Oh, I found it. Here. Good? Better? Yeah, you love your toy. Our friend gave him that toy. Oh, let me sit down on the ground. Oh, that's cozy. Sometimes I like sitting on the ground. You fell? Oh, really? Well, I don't know, Marco. I guess YouTube is getting a little stricter with their policies and all that. So it's my birthday. I'm super excited already. Very nice. Very cool. Keep us updated and let us know what kind of cake you're getting and what you're gonna do. I feel about to decline. Oh, I'm sorry, Marco. That sucks. What's your budget? Oh, you mean on a computer? I was like, I thought you meant like my budget in general. I definitely need to budget a little bit better in general. Also, come here. My budget is, I don't know. So it probably has to be Apple, just because my phone, you know, it's just with the AirDrop and everything, and just easier to work with iOS and not switching between Microsoft and iOS, because it is just easier, you know, for YouTube to have the same system for both. So Apple would be good, but I'm not willing to pay like 2,000 or something for like the Pro, you know. I would definitely like to have a Pro, but maybe like an older model. So I don't need anything like super fancy, you know. I'm like not super professional at all. So I'm barely even on the way to become like more professional. So anything that has like something that's better than like an M2 chip or M3 chip would be good enough, I think. Or yeah, M3 would be way more than I need. I think M2 would be good enough. I can't say happy birthday to you yet, Sam, because that brings bad luck in German culture, or in German in our belief system. So I will have to wait until your actual birthday. So don't think I'm rude by not saying happy birthday. But I'm just trying to be considerate and not jinx you. I know I'm breathing so hard. Sam, you really made me pay more attention to my breathing, which is good because, I don't know, I'm so bad with talking and breathing. I could never be a singer because I would have such a hard time breathing while I'm singing. 4 days to go. Yes, 4 days. Those days will pass fast. 4 days is nothing. I love LA. I have never been to LA, but I would love to go. Everyone is talking about LA in a good way, and it's a fun place, I guess. It clearly shows an actor. Oh yeah, okay, if it shows an actor, like a different person but you. Oscar, come. Come, you wanna be up here? Come. Yes. Come. Oscar has joined. Blushing after taking whole tea. Yeah, I blush easily in general. And on certain foods. Usually when I eat something with tomatoes and stuff, I think I have like a lower histamine tolerance. So I can't eat a lot of things that release histamine in my body. I know. just a small chair. We gotta share, okay? I know you wanna have the chair for yourself, but I'm here too. So upset. I've been losing subscribers like crazy. Oh, really? I've been losing some here and there, especially in that long time where I haven't been uploading anything. And I get it, and like why am I even following her if she's not uploading any videos? But I just had to prioritize family time, and I'm dealing with my things and not YouTube, and the real ones will stay anyways, so yeah, Marlo, don't worry about it. The real ones will stay and keep being your friends, and the other ones will drop out, and that's okay, that's just the YouTube. But yeah, there's also a lot of bots on YouTube, so maybe sometimes YouTube does like they're like going through your subscribers and scanning for trolls and for bots, and then they will just like get rid of a bunch, so it might look like you lost a lot of followers, but some of them might have been just bots. Are you upset? Are you upset? I wish you made some offensive jokes. Country, including. I retract my well wishes. You started doing it early. It's supposed to bad juju. Is it the same in America that it's like bad juju for you guys? And I think, yeah, in Germany it's definitely bad juju for us. We don't do it, If someone congratulates you on your birthday and it's not your birthday yet, they're like, oh, did you just congratulate me? Take it back. You can't say that. It's not my birthday yet. So we take that really seriously. And I just said I'm not superstitious like an hour ago, but I guess with that, it's just so stuck in my head, for some reason. That's one of the little suspicions I have left in me that I still, I'm cautious of. What's fish plan? Don't retract my birthday wishes. Okay. Dinner with fam, cake cutting, of course, and surprises. Nice. That sounds like a good birthday. The cake is the most important part for me personally. But yeah, who would have thought, right? Bye, Mallow. Thank you. Since it's okay with you, unretract. Don't really worry much about early birthday wishes here. I figured because people keep congratulating me early on my birthday, so I stopped telling people that it's about to be my birthday just to avoid that from happening. It's one of the few cultural differences that we have between Germany and USA. I feel like there's not super many. Like, okay, there is definitely a few, to be honest, but it's one of the most the biggest ones for me, like the birthday thing. I don't know what Beijing girls want. Yeah, it's not easy. It's a different culture for sure, but you will figure it out living there, Sam. And also, you're still young. You got all the time in the world. Don't even worry about it. Like, enjoy not having to deal with with that. Like, life can be stressful enough without being in a relationship, honestly. So enjoy life, relationships, girls, whatever anyone is into will come anyways, so enjoy life. You don't have to be in a relationship to enjoy life. The jokes about Germany are made in German language. Oh, you made jokes about Germany? I mean, yeah, you make jokes in your shorts. I saw that, like in this voice. Maybe YouTube just doesn't like the voice that you're using because it is portraying like that one person that we all heard about. Sounds about right. If it's a historical disruption that shook the world, it sounds about Chicago. Thank you, bro. Bad juju only comes from bad intentions. If you have good heart, everything goes well. Oh, that's true. I think. I can agree with that. I can't understand that though. Buddhism, Confucianism, and Taoist alchemy and sorcery. They take what they want and leave the rest, like a Saba. Yep, like pigeon religion, kinda. A little bit. The only two people who know about China are both bros. One is Shuriken, other is Ami. And Sam, of course. Sam lives in China, so he knows a lot about China too. So, Prime Minister is coming here. If any, you must know about China, though. We're all sad regarding attention. So, organizing some drone shows. Oh yeah, I heard that. Yep. Well, you'll see all the drones flying around. Oscar's so damn cute. Thank you, Christopher. I agree. Did you hear that? Christopher says you're cute. Wouldn't you agree? You're super cute. I know. Are you whining? Are you hungry? Do you want to eat your dinner? It's past his dinner time, so he's complaining. Oscar's very strict about his feeding times, his bedtime. So when it's like after 8 p.m., he's complaining that the TV is still on and we're still talking. You know, he's like, it is bedtime. You know, he has, the older he gets, the stricter he gets with his regimen. So I'll have to feed him in a second. So I have to say bye in a couple minutes, guys. Ghetto country problem. Yeah, it is pretty much. So it looks like we found that one on the street somewhere. But I promise you, we bought it at Aldi. But it's been a few years ago. You've been very rude in my live stream, Oscar. Oh, it's your. I know it's your. It is your live stream. I know it's not my live stream. You're right. Yeah, it's your channel just as it's my channel. I know. Yeah. iPad Pro is the way to go for video editing. Trust me. Really? Maybe I have to look into that. His latest iPad Pro. Yeah, 1 terabyte, that's good. Video editing is fast. Really? I never thought about iPad Pro. I always thought about the Mac Pro. I have the Mac Air right now, but it's not really doing a great job. Try to get a deep sleep. I mean, I will kind-hearted and everything. Oh, thank you so much, Imran. I wish you a great day, or I don't know what time it is over there. I need to install those, you know, at the airport, how they have like different clocks from different countries. Oscar wants to eat, or different time zones. I need to have that here just for y'all, so I know what time it is for everyone. I know, Oscar, I'll get you food. Get the little Tupperware. Yeah, I'm gonna feed you. Don't you worry. Y'all, I'm so sore. That plane was so uncomfortable. I feel like the seats are getting smaller and smaller nowadays. It doesn't look too bad, does it? It looks like a risotto, kind of. Here you go. I know you're just not gonna eat it anyways. You're gonna act like you wanna eat it. Schatzes, step aside. Okay, let me finish y'all's messages real quick. And then I gotta say goodbye. While Oscar's eating. Skip LA, go to San Diego. I would like to see both, honestly. I would like to see LA one day. I gained new friends on MS. That's nice. I'm glad to hear that, Marco. The haunted expression Oscar just made was wild. He made a haunted expression. He has a lot of weird expressions, so I don't even see that anymore, you know. That's just normal to me at this point. It's just Oscar being Oscar. Hi, Evakas. You can contact me. Thanks, you give me a huge gift. Nice. True, same. Although, no, the juju is not worth it. Thank you, Akas. Okay, okay, well, good luck, Marco, with all that. Oscar being an old man likes his routine. I can relate. Me too. The older I get, the more I like my routines, and so glad to be back in America, having my own like 4 walls again. I hope things work out, but very little done when emailing. Yeah, I think so too. Early morning. Oh, okay. Well, have a good day then, Imran. And Thank you so much for being here. And everyone else, of course. As you know, my youngest daughter is an Army station in Fort Rucker, Alabama, and she just started volunteering. Nice. I'm mentoring at a local school in her time off. She helps with homework. Wow, that's awesome. Good for her. That's great. Thank you for sharing, Christopher. And guys, I'm at 1% battery as usual. You know how I am with my battery. Proud of her. Me too. I'm proud of your daughter too. That's great. You got some cool children, Christopher. Goodbye, Ami. I'm so curious to hear the story in your next stream of why you were not able to go to the gym. Hey. I'll stream live from the gym. Maybe not. There will be loud music, but I will go. You will see. I might post a picture. Okay. Bye, y'all. Oscar and I say bye, and the cats, of course. And I'll clean up that mess eventually. Next time you'll be in the live stream here. And we'll cook for Oscar. Are you still grumpy? I just fed you. You're insatiable, are you? I'm grateful. Bye-bye. Bye, Sam. Bye, everyone. Bye, Christopher. Bye, Shuriken. Bye, Fanny. Bye, Imran. Ja, ich bin Deutsch, Jakub. So I hope you can relax a bit more now that you're home. It sounds like you've been more regularly. Yes, I will. Thanks to you, Ami. Have a good night and catch you next time. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you all for being here. I really missed y'all. And I can't wait for next time. And yeah, we'll see you very soon. And we'll be back regularly now. Finally. Bye. I'm gonna walk Oscar now. Yeah, I'll walk you. Don't you worry about it. And then we'll go to bed. I know. Bye. Oscar said bye. Bye, y'all. Take care.